All right, welcome back to another Engage and Lead Live, where I go over techniques or practices for business and leadership to help you not only improve your business, but help you live the life that you want to live. And today I want to talk about freedom. You see, freedom is that thing that if you're like most business owners, you probably started your business at least for one reason, to find freedom. The freedom to be able to do what you want to do. Right? So there's this idea that whenever you started your business, you were going to not only provide a service or a product for somebody else, but set yourself up so that you would have the freedom to live the life that you want to live. The problem is, like, if you're like most business leaders, especially during a pandemic, you find yourself working hard and spending 80 hours plus a week trying to make ends meet. You're struggling to keep your doors open. You're trying to keep your employees working, and everything that you're involved with is taking up so much of your time that you're having a struggle to find the freedom to do almost anything, right? Think of it this way. You have, and you probably started your business so that, like I said, you would be able to provide a service. And what you started with was, hey, look, I'm excellent at doing this particular thing, or selling, or whatever the case may be. You knew that you were exceptionally good at doing the job, so you wanted to expand that so that you could turn your job into your own business. The problem is you didn't realize all of the nuances and everything that goes into not only having a business, but managing the systems, developing the mission, right? Having the leadership, setting up all the systems in place to keep it going, hiring people, firing people, managing people who don't really want to work and don't have the same passion for your business as you have. And it's taking up all of your time, your energy, you're burning yourself out. Look, I understand. I've been there where I was trying to lead a group of people and build this business and trying to not only get people hired, but also get people more interested in my company and gathering people together and trying to work things out, spending 60, 70, 80 hours a week trying to get the business going. Coming home, not being able to spend the time with my family because I was distracted by trying to build the business, right? I get it. And I'm going to help you find the freedom to not only do what you want to do, but grow your business at the same time. But there's not just that one side of freedom. You know, a lot of people think of freedom as something they can do, right? I want to have the freedom to do what I want to do. There's another aspect of freedom, though. There's this idea that most people don't even think about, and it's freedom from. Right? And that's what I'm going to talk about today. All of us want the freedom to be able to do what we want to do, but what are we going to find freedom from that enables us to actually do and live life and find fulfillment and happiness in what we're doing? You see, I believe that you can not only build your business, but you can do it in a way that sets you up to be able to have the freedom to do all that you want to do. Right? But what are you going to find freedom from? First of all, it's this. You're going to find freedom from comparison. Right? Comparing yourself with other people. Simon Sinek talks about the infinite game and talks about using business and approaching business not in competition with other people, although you have competition, but viewing it in such a way that you are so focused on what you're doing, what your mission is, or what your calling is, so that you can live that out and grow your business exponentially without being distracted and having the freedom from comparing yourself with others. You see, this is a trap. When you start to compare yourself or your business with other businesses, you fall into the trap that somebody, either you or that other business, is going to lose. And at some point, you're going to lose. Because once you move into this realm of a game, think of it this way. We just watched the Final Four and the NCAA championship, and Baylor did a phenomenal job with how they came together to win and have that victory. Gonzaga spent the exact same amount of time preparing, right? they ended up losing because we understood the context of that game. When you begin to compare their talent or abilities and drive to the talents, abilities, and drive of Baylor, one is going to be better than the other. This trap is going to keep you trapped when you start comparing yourself and your business with other businesses, and will distract you from actually growing and focusing on your business in the right way to give you the freedom to grow in the way it needs to grow. So I'm going to show you how you can find freedom from comparing yourself with other people. Not only that, I'm going to look at and help you find the freedom from artificial standards, right? The artificial standards of success. You know, how do you define success makes a big difference in how you approach your business and how you approach your life. You see, some people have success, or their definition of success is to get as much money as possible. And there isn't anything wrong with money. I mean, all of us need money. In fact, one of the things that I was always taught was the love of money is the root of all evil, right? And it's in the Bible, and people talk about money being a dangerous thing and loving money being a dangerous thing. But the Bible also says money is the answer to everything. No one taught you that, did they? Right? Because people want to keep, and they start having this artificial standard of what things are, right? And they focus on the wrong standards, and they don't realize that money is simply a process or a way of creating the freedom that you want to have, if used properly, right? But if you have these artificial standards of what success looks like, you begin to get distracted and bogged down by what your definition or what these standards are. So we're going to talk about, and I'm going to show you or provide a way that you can have the freedom from artificial standards of success. Not only that, there's this freedom of pleasing, or freedom from pleasing others. How many of you fall into that trap, right? Where you're afraid of losing friends, or you're afraid of some other aspect, so you focus on how you can please other people around you. How can I avoid causing strife or conflict? So here's what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try and appease everyone around me, and so that waves, not making any waves, right? Man, this is a dangerous trap to fall into, whether you're in business or in your family or in your life. You see, a lot of people focus on their relationships in such a way because they're afraid of losing those relationships that they're going to do everything they can to try and make people happy and not upset anyone. And in business, this will kill your business. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't like firing people, but I've had to do it. You see, whenever you're in business and you're trying to move your business forward and build and grow your business, some people just don't fit. And that's the thing is you got to find the right people to fit in the right places so that you can actually grow your business. But some of you are stuck pleasing people. You're a people pleaser, and you have employees who are people pleasers. You have to stop and find the freedom from trying to please everyone else. Right? Then you have this. You have this tyranny of time. Right? Time that you're spending in the wrong areas versus time that you're spending in the right areas. You see, this traps a lot of people also, and they wake up early and they start focusing on what they're going to do and get done, or whatever the case may be. And they focus on time, and they start spending so much time doing the wrong things that you start to get trapped in this, what some people call the tyranny of time. Time management is a vital aspect of running any business and focusing on the right things at the right times. right? Blocking your days out if you have to. Spending time focusing on yourself and replenishing yourself. That's one of the things I do every morning is I wake up and I get coffee and I sit on the patio. And I do that partly because I just need to have the time, one, to get my brain going and I start thinking, and that's when things really come up. And even today when I was sitting out there today, I was thinking, man, I have about 10 different things I can focus on today in Engage and Lead Live. What am I going to focus on? And one of the things that kept coming up in my mind while I was sitting there playing with my dog drinking coffee was this idea of freedom. You see, we need to have time where we think for ourselves, that we have time to rest, that we have time to get away, time for silence, and then time to actually have action and get things done. It's all of those things, but if we are not doing and working in time properly, then we're going to fall into different traps that prevent us from having the freedom that we need to have. And then there's this idea of the other and most important thing is quality time. Right? That's what I'm talking about whenever you start looking at time management, is having quality time. Quality time, like I said, for doing the right things at the right time. You see, whenever you started your business, you wanted to move into a place where you could have the freedom not only to do what you want, but the freedom to find the freedom from the things that are holding your business back. These are some of the things and some of the traps that people fall into that prevent them from leading and growing their business. Right? So I want to actually give you a challenge. I am doing the Engage and Lead Challenge. Right? It's 5 days. 1 hour a day. We're going to get together, right? And I'm going to go through 5 keys that will help you find the freedom to do what you want to do, to live the life that you want to live, but at the same time, it will give you the freedom from comparing yourself to others, the freedom from artificial standards and getting the right standards, the freedom from pleasing other people, so that you can actually grow your business and live a good quality of life. And then the freedom of the tyranny of time so that you can manage it properly, right? Those 5 keys all encompass the areas to give you freedom to grow your business and live life to its fullest, right? The first one is this. The first key is your story. And we're going to focus on what is holding you back in your story and how your story leads to the one thing that I believe will help you focus on freedom the right way. And that one thing is this: calling. You see, calling for me is something that is much more spiritual in nature. It's much more in tune with not only who you are, but who you are meant to become, so that you can lead your business, grow it, engage and lead your team, engage and lead your business, so that you can actually have the freedom to do what you want to do. Calling is much more than just a mission or purpose, right? One person that I was talking with and learning from defined calling as not only your mission, but your focus and who you are becoming in relationship with the world around you, right? Your calling encompasses not just you and your purpose or your mission, but how that is played out in the lives of those around you, which mean your employees in your business, your family, your friends, the other relationships that you have, and in how that is played out in how you live within the world that you're in. Right, with nature, how you're engaging it, all of those things. Calling encompasses your entire being, not just your action. right? So it's your story, your future. What is your vision for yourself, for your family, for your business, right? So it's your story, your future, your success, which includes all of the activities and the strategies that you put into your business to be successful. It includes these 5 days and the 5 keys. Include your assets, which are your time, your employees, your resources at your business, everything that comes in, all of your assets that play into you having the freedom to grow your business, right? And then the final thing is your growth, continued learning. Look, there are a lot of people out there who don't want to go through and grow as an individual or grow as a business owner or grow as a leader. That's fine. I don't have time for it, but that's fine because my focus is to continue not only to grow myself, but to help you grow as a person and as an owner and as a leader, right? A lot of people just kind of figure out, hey, you know what? I've got it made. I've got it figured out. I don't need to grow anymore. I can't learn anything else, which is a bunch of bullshit, right? It is. It's BS because even with a doctorate or even coming in and everyone with a PhD will tell you, out of this little bit that I've learned, yeah, I may have a doctorate or I may have a PhD, even medical doctors, whatever it is, all of them, if they're good, I mean, if they really understand things, all of them will realize I know a fraction of what's actually out there. I can learn and I can be an expert in business and leadership, but I don't know a lot of other things. And you're in the same situation. So I want to challenge you. 5 days, 5 keys to not only help you grow your business, but help you find the freedom to actually live the life that you want to live. Don't say no. Don't say, well, how much is it? Look, $97. Less than $100, you can actually grow your business exponentially and live the life that you want to live. Freedom. For $97, that's nothing. I'm doing it that way because it is so inexpensive that you shouldn't be able to say no. Right? Less than $100, and you're going to say no because I don't need the freedom. It's not worth it to me. Look, you can stay stuck in these things. That's up to you. It really doesn't affect me, right? It doesn't. It doesn't affect anyone else except for you, your family, and your business. That's it. That's all it affects, right? It only affects your life. But you can say no or you can say yes. I'm starting this challenge, and I'll put the link in the comments below after I post the video on Facebook. But it's the Engage and Lead Challenge. $97. $97 to grow your business and find the freedom to live life the way you want to live. It's up to you whether you take it or not. But I want to encourage you to join me in this. Next week, April 12th, starting April 12th at 7 a.m. Central Time is whenever I'm going to go live, and I'm going to work with each individual, and we're going to come together, go through the 5 days, 5 keys to find freedom in your life and your business. Join me in it. Let's get it going, and let's change not only the trajectory of your business, but let's change your life as a whole.